Overall, energy background. The end of July 2026 is a homecoming for you, Sagittarius. Your ruling planet Jupiter has just moved into Leo, and you can already feel the difference. After months of forced slowing down in Cancer, the air is finally hot and familiar again, but don't get too comfortable just yet. On July 20th, Jupiter opposes Pluto in Aquarius, creating intense tension between your ambitions and your actual capacity. The scale of your desires is growing, but so is the price of your decisions. At the same time, Saturn stations retrograde on July 26th, forcing you to reassess the weight of obligations you've been carrying. And on July 29th, the full moon in Aquarius will spotlight conflicts of interest and power dynamics in your surroundings. Psychological challenges. The core inner conflict of this period is between your natural thirst for freedom and new, more serious commitments. Jupiter in Leo calls you forward, toward recognition, creativity, expansion. But the opposition to Pluto demands an honest answer. Are you willing to pay for this breakthrough with vulnerability and loss of control? Additionally, Mercury remains retrograde until July 23rd, which can create confusion in communication with partners and colleagues. Neptune, also retrograde since July 7th, asks you to examine your optimistic faith. Has it become a way to avoid taking concrete steps? If you catch yourself thinking, everything will work out somehow, this is exactly the moment to stop and ask, what am I actually doing to make that happen? Relationships and emotions. Venus moved into Virgo on July 9th, bringing a note of practicality and attention to detail into your relationships. You start noticing what you used to overlook. Small things that reveal more about your partner than grand words. Serious conversations about shared finances and the future are possible. However, the Jupiter-Pluto opposition on July 20th may trigger a flare of pride or a power struggle in your partnership. Who gets the last word? Whose ambitions matter more? Ask yourself these questions before they're spoken out loud. For single Sagittarians, the end of July promises encounters through travel, learning, or professional circles. But remember, Mercury is retrograde until the 23rd, so don't rush to conclusions about a new person, career, and self-realization. A pleasant surprise awaits you here. From July 19th to 25th, your professional reputation is on the rise. You're being noticed, your opinions carry weight, and colleagues speak well of you even behind your back. This is the time to boldly share your ideas and take on more responsibility. However, the Jupiter-Pluto opposition on July 20th creates tension. Your ambitions may clash with bureaucracy or resistance from those unwilling to relinquish control. Don't engage in direct conflicts. Your strategy now is not force, but patience and strategic thinking. After July 23rd, when Mercury goes direct, negotiations and financial matters will start moving faster. Transformation and growth. The most powerful moment of transformation is July 20th, the Jupiter-Pluto opposition. This is not just an aspect, it's a maturity exam. Your task is not to conquer the world, but to understand what kind of world you truly want to build.